This is a video tutorial for the Berkley beanie. For this pattern, you will need a wider worsted weight size 4 yarn, such as Lion brand basic stitch. Lion brand woolies can also be used, or Wool in the Gang, the one merino. I'm actually going to use this for the video. I think this is really pretty. You will also need a G 4.25 millimeter to 4.5 millimeter hook for making the brim, and a H 5 millimeter hook for making the hat body. You can also add a pom to the top of your beanie if you choose, but that is totally up to you. And I purchased this one at Joann Fabrics. This beanie is worked from the brim up to the crown, and you can see it has a double brim that flips up, which makes it nice and warm. And the brim is made first in rows with a G hook. And as you make the brim, be sure to check your gauge. I give the gauge in the pattern at the top of page 2. You might need to use a smaller or larger hook to meet gauge, and that is totally fine. So after we make the brim, the remainder of the beanie is worked in the round with a H 5 millimeter hook. And again, be sure to check your gauge for working in the round. I give this gauge at the top of page 2. So let's get started on the brim. I am going to be making a woman's medium size. So I will attach the yarn to my G hook, and I am going to move my camera down. That's where it makes it better. Okay, so for the woman's medium, I'm going to start out with a chain 24. And if you are making the child size, you'll start out with a chain 20, or the child's 3 to 5 years is you'll start with a chain 20. A child's 6 to 10 years, you'll start with a chain 21, and the woman's large will be a chain 26. But I'm making the medium, so I'm going to start out with a chain 24. So it should look like this. So for row 1, we are just going to turn, and we are going to make a single crochet in the second chain from our hook and in each chain to the end of the row. So I should end up with 23 single crochet, and we do not count the turning chain as a stitch. So if you're making the child 3 to 5 years, you should have 20 stitches, the child 6 to 10 years, 21, and the woman's large, you should have 25 stitches. So one less than the number of chains that you made. Okay, so I'm going to make my first single crochet in the second chain from my hook. And then I'm just going to single crochet in each chain to the end of the row. Oops. Sorry, I'm looking through my camera here. Okay, so I've done 4, 5, 'Kay, so it should look like this so far. so far. Got one more to go here. Okay, so it should look like this. All right, so for row 2, all we're going to do is we're going to turn our work. We're going to begin with a chain 1, and again, this does not count as a stitch. We are going to make a single crochet in our first stitch at the base of the hook here, or at the base of the chain 1. Then we are going to work a single crochet in the back loop only in each stitch to the end of the row until just one stitch remains, and then you'll just do a regular single crochet in that last stitch. So single crochet in the first stitch. Now we are going to make a single crochet in the back loop of the next stitch. Okay, this is the front loop and this is the back loop. So we're going to go into that back loop. We're just going to do this to the end of the row until one stitch remains, and you'll just work a regular single crochet into the back or into both loops of the stitch. And you can see it gives it kind of a ribbed look. Okay, and I'm down to my last stitch here, so I'm just going to go just make a regular single crochet through both loops in that last stitch. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, now I'm going to turn, and I'm just going to repeat row 2 for the rest of the brim. So for the woman's medium, I will make a total of 77 rows. And for the child, I will make 69, or child 3 to 5 years, you'll make a total of 69 rows. Child 6 to 10 years, also 69 rows. And the woman's large, you will make 83 rows. So let me do one more row here, and I'll show you what it should look like when it's finished. So I'm going to again begin with a chain 1, and we don't count this as a stitch. Single crochet in the first stitch, which is this stitch right at the base of the chain 1. Okay, single crochet, and then I'm going to make a single crochet in the back loop only, each stitch until one stitch remains. Okay, and I have one stitch left. We're just going to make a single crochet through both loops here. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, let me show you. So you're just going to keep repeating row 2. And let me show you what it should look like when it's finished here. So your brim will look like this. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Okay, that's my tail there. Okay, and you might be thinking to yourself, there's no way that this is going to fit around my head. Well, it's super stretchy, so it should, you know, stretch to easily fit around your head. So, all right, we are now ready to join the ends of the brim together. So let me show you how we do that. So so I am right-handed, okay? So I want my tail end to be on the right side and my loop over here to be on the left, and I'm going to just fold the side on top of this side, and I'm going to still be using my G hook, and I'm going to insert my hook. Let me move this down a little bit, into the first foundation chain on this side and back into my loop over here on the other edge, and I'm going to make a slip stitch to join the two together. Let me move this down a little bit more. Okay, now we are going to join these two ends together. So you will insert your hook into the next foundation chain loop on the one edge and into the back loop of the next stitch on the other edge. So that would be this loop back here. This is the front loop, this is the back loop. You're going to make a slip stitch. We're just going to do this all the way down. So insert your hook into the next foundation chain loop on the one edge and into the next back loop of the stitch on the other edge and make a slip stitch. Into the next foundation chain loop, into the next back loop on the other side. Make a slip stitch. So we're just going to do this all the way down. All right, I'm just about there. One more. All right. So it should look like this. Okay, so I'm going to turn my work here. And in the end, this brim will be flipped up like this. And see, you don't have much of a seam there at all. I think that looks really nice. Okay, so we are now ready to start round 1, and I am going to switch to an H hook. Okay, so we are going to begin with a chain 1, and this does not count as a stitch. So throughout the pattern, the chain 1 at the beginning of each round does not count as a stitch. So in round 1, we are going to be working 2 half double crochet in between, at the very end and in between 2 rows. So from one rib to another rib is 2 rows. So you'll want to work 2 half double crochet in between those 2 rows. So 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. So we'll do that all the way around. Now for the woman's medium, I will have a total of 77 stitches. So when I get to the end, I'm only going to work 1 half double crochet at the end of this last row. And for the other sizes, you will work 2 at the very end. So let's get started. So chain 1, I'm going to work 2 half double crochet in between these first 2 rows. So there's a little hole right here. So I'm going to place those 2 half double crochet right there. There's 1, 2, so it should look like this. I'm going to do this all the way around until, again, I get to that last row. I'm just going to do 1 for the woman's medium. I've done 6. Okay, so it should look like this so far. This one, I went a little low on that one, it looks like, but all right, so I am going to keep working here, and then I will show you what it looks like at the end of round 1. So I am at the very end of round 1, and again, I'm making the woman's medium, and so I am only going to work 1 half double crochet in between this last rib in the end here. So if you're making the child sizes or the woman's large, you will make 2 half double crochet at the end. And you're going to make a slip stitch in the top of your first stitch to join. So I'm going to do that, and I am ready to begin round 2. So in round 2, you will just be repeating what I have in the brackets all the way around. So you'll start with a chain 1, and then make a back post double crochet in the first stitch, and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches, and you will just repeat that sequence all the way around. So let me show you. So begin with the chain 1, and I'm going to make a back post double crochet in this first stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook from back to front to back around the post of that stitch, yarn over, pull through your work. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So there is 1 back post double crochet. Okay, so we are now going to make a front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So to make a front post double crochet, yarn over, insert your hook from front to back to front around the post of that stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so I am going to make 5 more front post double crochet. So I've done 4, so I need a total of 6 before I do my next back post double crochet. There's 5 and 6. Okay, so back post double crochet in the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook from back to front to back around the post, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So there's 2. There's 3. 4. 5 and 6. So it should look like this so far. These are the back post double crochet, and they kind of push to the back, and the front post double crochet kind of pop out to the front. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat this all the way around. Back post double crochet, and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with round 2, and I will be back to show you how to make round 3. So I'm coming to the end of round 2, and I have 6 front post double crochet left. So I'm going to do those, and then we will begin round 3. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 more, 6, and then we will join. Okay, so we're ready to join with a slip stitch in the top of the first stitch, which is this first back post double crochet that we made. All right, so round 2 should look like this when finished. Okay, so let's begin round 3. So in round 3, we will begin with a chain 1, and we'll start with a back post double crochet in this first stitch, which is a back post double crochet here in round 2. So back post double crochet in that first stitch, and then we will be ready to make our first cable. And the cable is made over 6 stitches, so it's these 6 front post double crochet. The cable's never worked into the back post double crochet. So what you will do is you will skip these first 3 front post double crochet, and you'll make a front post treble crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. Then you're going to come back over in front of your work and make a front post treble crochet in the first stitch that you skipped, the second, and then the third. Okay, so to make a front post treble crochet, you're going to yarn over 2 times, and we're going to skip these first 3 stitches, You're going to insert your hook from front to back to front around the post of that stitch. Yarn over, pull through your work. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So it should look like that. And so then we are going to make a front post treble crochet in the next stitch and then the next stitch. So yarn over 2 times, insert your hook from front to back to front around the post of the stitch, yarn over, pull through your work. You should have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And so let's do another. Okay, so it should look like this. So now we are going to yarn over 2 times, come in front of our work and make a front post treble crochet in that first stitch that we skipped. Okay, now we're going to do another in the second stitch that we skipped and then another in the third stitch that we skipped. Okay, so we have one more in this stitch right here. Okay, and now we are going to do a back post double crochet in the next stitch, but this is what our cable should look like. You can kind of spread it out a little bit, like that. Okay, so back post double crochet in that next back post double crochet. Okay, so it should look like this so far. And then we are ready for another cable. So you're just going to repeat what I have in the brackets all the way around. So back post double crochet, cable, back post double crochet, cable. So just keep doing that all the way around. So let's do another cable. So yarn over 2 times, skip the next 3 stitches, front post treble crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3. Okay, and again we're going to come in front of our work and make a front post treble crochet in the first skip stitch, second skip stitch, and then third skip stitch. Okay, there's 1. The next one we're going to do in this stitch. Okay, so it should look like this so far. So I'm going to keep working. So again, you're just doing a back post double crochet cable. So you're just going to repeat that sequence all the way around. So I'm going to keep going and I will be back to show you what it looks like when I finish round 3. So I am at the end of round 3 and I have 6 stitches left, and so you will make a cable in the last with the last 6 stitches, and then you will join to the top of your first stitch, which is this back post double crochet. So let me do that. And then we will be ready for round 4. Okay, so one more. Okay, so I'm going to join with a slip stitch to the top of my first stitch. All right, and I am ready to begin round 4, but first let me show you what this looks like. Turn it over. Okay, so for round 4, we are just going to be working a back post double crochet in the first stitch and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches, just like we did in round 2, but it's a little trickier because we'll be working, into these cable stitches. So let me show you how to do it. So we're going to start with the chain 1, back post double crochet in the first stitch, which is this back post double crochet right here. Okay, so now we are going to make a front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So your first 3 front post double crochet are the post stitches on the bottom of the cable. So 1, 2, 3. And then the next 3 are the post stitches on the top. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so spread it out like this. Okay. It can be hard to see those, but there's 1, 2, and 3. Those are your first 3 stitches. So front post double crochet, first cable stitch, and the next one on the bottom, and then the next one on the bottom. This one can be hard to see. Kind of push it out there with your finger. So it should look like that so far. Okay, now we are going to make 3 more front post double crochet in these post stitches on top. So there's 1, 2, and 3. And then back post double crochet in the next stitch, so it should look like this so far. Okay, front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. And again, we're working into the cable stitches, so spread it out with your fingers, and there's 1, 2, and 3. And there's the 3rd. Okay, front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. I'll give you a closer look here. Back post double crochet in the next stitch. Okay, front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Let's spread out our cable again. So 1, 2, and the 3rd one's back there. so it should look like this so far. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with this, and I will be back to show you what it looks like at the end of round 4. So I'm coming to the end of round 4, and I have 6 stitches left, and I'm going to work a front post double crochet in each of the last 6 stitches. Okay, I'm going to join to the top of the first stitch with a slip stitch. So that's that back post double crochet, so slip stitch to join, and I am ready to begin round 5. And in this round we begin with a chain 1 and a back post double crochet in that first stitch again, and we are just repeating, we are just repeating round 4. So back post double crochet in the first stitch, and then we're going to work a front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. And it's easier to see your stitches in this round, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, so we are just going to repeat that sequence around, back post double crochet in the next stitch, then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Back post double crochet, and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, let me do another. So back post double crochet in the next stitch. Front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, so you will just keep repeating that sequence around. We'll do a back post double crochet in the next stitch, and then front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So you will do that all the way around, and when you end, your last 6 stitches will be front post double crochet, and then you'll just join to the top of the back post double crochet here with a slip stitch. And then round 6, you will just repeat round 4 again. Again, back post double crochet, front post double crochet in each of the next 6 stitches. So you're just repeating round 4, and then you will begin to repeat rounds 3, 4, 4, and 4 in that order until your piece measures 5.25 to 5.5 inches tall for a child, 6.5 to 7 inches for a woman's medium, and 7.25 inches for a woman's large. And you want to be sure that you're ending on around 4. Okay, you don't want to be ending on like a cable row because we're gonna, after that, we'll start to close the top of the hat, and it's just easier if you're ending on around 4. So when you measure the height of your hat, you want the brim to be folded up like this, okay? So you'll measure from the bottom of the brim up to the top. So I'm going to keep working on mine, and I will be back in a little bit to show you how to close the top of the hat. I just finished making the body of my beanie, and it should look like this so far. Let's measure. Okay, so I'm about 6.5 to 6.75 inches tall, and that's exactly where I want to be for the woman's medium. Now I am ready to start closing the top of the hat. So we're going to begin this round with a chain 1. We're still using our H hook. So chain 1, and then you're going to place a back post double crochet in the first stitch, and then a front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and then we're going to do a front post double crochet decrease with these next 2 post stitches. So we'll take those 2 stitches and make them into 1 stitch. Let me move my camera down. Okay. So I just did my chain 1, so I'm going to make a back post double crochet in the first stitch. Front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. Okay, and you're just going to repeat what I have in the brackets again. So back post double crochet in that first stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, then a front post double crochet decrease with the next 2 stitches. So you will just repeat that sequence all the way around, okay? So we did our back post double crochet, front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and now we are ready for our front post double crochet decrease. And so we will be taking these two front post stitches on the left side of the cable and decreasing them down to 1 stitch. So you'll yarn over, insert your hook from front to back to front around the post of that stitch, just like you're doing a front post double crochet. Yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2. But instead of completing that stitch, we're going to yarn over, we're going to go into under the next front post stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 3. So it should look like that. Back post double crochet in the next stitch, then front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and then we'll do another decrease. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we are ready for our decrease. Yarn over, okay, yarn over, go in under the next stitch, yarn over, you can see we're taking those 2 stitches, we're decreasing down to 1 stitch. Okay, so it should look like this so far. We're just going to do this all the way around. I'll do one more. So back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, and then we're ready for another decrease. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, so I'm going to finish up this round and I will be back to show you how to complete round 2. I am just finishing up round 1. So when you get to the end, you will work a front post double crochet in each of the last 4 stitches, and then you'll do your front post double crochet decrease with the last 2 stitches. Okay, so now I'm ready for my last decrease. And we will join to the top of our first stitch, which is this back post double crochet. And I am ready to begin round 2. So in round 2, it's very similar to round 1. We'll do a back post double crochet in the first stitch and front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and then a decrease, and you will just repeat the sequence in the brackets all the way around. So we'll start off with a chain 1, back post double crochet in the first stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and then we will do a decrease with the next 2 stitches. Okay, and I'm ready for my first decrease. Okay, and I'm going to go right around then this next stitch, which looks like 2 stitches, but this is our decrease from the previous round. Okay, so it should look like this. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way around. So back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches, and we are ready for another decrease. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, I'm going to do one more set here and then I'm going to finish up round 2. Back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, 3, and now we're ready for a decrease. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, I'm going to finish up round 2 and then I will be back to show you how to complete round 3. I am coming to the end of round 2, and I am going to make a front post double crochet in each of the next 3 stitches and then do my last decrease. Okay, I'm ready for my last decrease. Okay, and then we will join to the top of our first stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, and it should look like this so far. Okay, and we are now ready to begin round 3. And in this round, we begin with a back post double crochet in the first stitch. We will work a front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches and then do a decrease. So you can see we are gradually decreasing until the top of the head is closed. So chain 1, back post double crochet in the first stitch. Oops. Sorry, having trouble with, there we go. Okay, got it. Okay, front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. And then we are ready for our first decrease of round 3. So we're going to go right around this decrease from the previous round when we do this. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Okay, back post double crochet in the next stitch. Front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches. Front post double crochet decrease. Okay, so it should look like this so far. Back post double crochet in the next stitch. Front post double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then another decrease. Okay, so I'm going to keep going with round 3, and I will be back to show you how to complete round 4. I am at the very end of round 3, and I am making my last decrease. Okay, I'm going to join to the top of my first stitch, and I am ready to begin round 4. Okay, in round 4, we will begin with a chain 1, then we will back post double crochet in the first stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then make a decrease with these 2 stitches. So we will just repeat that all the way around. And I also meant to say at the end of round 3, you should have 40 stitches for the kids' sizes, 44 for the woman's medium, and 48 for the woman's large. Okay, let's get started with round 4. So I've done my chain 1, back post double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then we will do a decrease. So now we're ready for a decrease. Okay, we're just going to repeat that sequence all the way around. Back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then a decrease. Okay, back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then another decrease. Okay, so it should look like this. Back post double crochet in the next stitch, front post double crochet in the next stitch, and then a decrease. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay, let's keep going. Back post double crochet, and a front post double crochet, and then a decrease. Back post double crochet, front post double crochet, and then another decrease. Getting close to the end. Okay, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, and then a decrease. Okay, I'm getting to the very end here, this round. So back post double crochet, front post double crochet, and then a decrease, and then we will join. Okay, we will join to the top of that back post double crochet. All right, and we are on to round 5. Okay, so in this round, we will just be doing a back post double crochet and then a front post double crochet decrease all the way around. So chain 1 at the beginning, back post double crochet, and then a front post double crochet decrease. And we're just going to do that all the way around. Back post double crochet, front post double crochet decrease, back post double crochet, front post double crochet, decrease. Okay, so you will just repeat that sequence all the way around, and I'm going to finish this up, and I will be back to show you how to finish off the beanie. So I'm coming to the end of round 5, and I'm doing my last front post double crochet decrease, and then we are ready to finish it up with our last round. Okay, so for the last round, you're just going to do single crochet decrease all the way around. So you'll begin with a chain 1, insert your hook into the first stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, insert your hook into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through your work, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. So it should look like that, and you're just going to do that all the way around. Okay, just like that. Just about done. Okay, and I'm going to join. I'd run out of yarn on the previous round, that's what this is. Okay, so we are going to join to the top of our first stitch with a slip stitch. Okay, and you're going to fasten off and leave about 8 inches when you cut your yarn, and we will use that to weave the hole closed in the top of your beanie. Okay, so I'm left with a little bit of a hole up here, just like that. Let me move my camera up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just going to thread my needle with my tail of yarn. I'm just going to weave it back and forth to close the hole at the top. Just like that. I'm going to go one more time. Going to push that down inside, and I like to tie a knot on the inside of the hat just to keep it closed. Okay. Should look like that when it's finished. Let's measure it. Okay, perfect. It's 8 to 8.25 inches, I would say. So I think that's perfect. Okay, and you can tie a pom to the top of your beanie if you choose. I think I'm going to leave this one just like it is. So I hope you enjoy the pattern. Thank you.